All right.
Oh, well, take
Tim Scott, dude. The campaign mania is alive and well, folks. Tim Scott hits back at Barack Obama. The left doesn't like a black conservative, he says. My God, he's a scathing indictment of Bardock no bummer. Holy shit. Let's take a look.
Take a look at where we're at right now on the Republican side. I thought it was fascinating to see Barack
Tim Scott, which we still do not know conclusively whether or not he is a virgin. Just going to point that out. At least we know Barack Obama, he got pussy. Pussy too, even. Okay? He got so much pussy, he got pussy too. Remember that. Tim Scott, on the other hand, doesn't even have pussy one. Okay? Possibly, allegedly. Let's continue.
Obama takes some time with David Axelrod on his podcast to take shots at Senator Tim Scott. Why would he go ahead and do that? Now, you have Senator Tim Scott, who's got this incredible American story, and get this, wants to talk about his biography because he's proud of it. Not because of where he was, but where he is. He's not running from the fact that he basically grew up in a one-bedroom house when his mom...
Okay, humble brag much?
Mom and dad split. A neighborhood so bad, rather than fix it up, they just raised it, and there's just weeds there now. And he talks about going from there to becoming a successful college student, going over to work in a fast food place, and then become his own insurance company, have his own insurance company, and then decide to get into Congress and become a senator, maybe the next president of the United States. But that's not good enough for the former president. He wants to see a plan from Tim Scott. Listen to this.
I love that they fucking, first of all, this is very confusing because of the way that they presented it, making it seem like they were talking about Obama. They're talking about Tim Scott, okay? Which is so weird because they just have photos of Obama up there. So you're like, wait a minute, who are they talking about? No, they're talking about Tim Scott. They were glazing up Tim Scott, saying he doesn't even want to talk about the fact that he came from like a single parent household and how difficult it was or whatever the fuck. And then all of that wasn't enough for Obama.
I'm not being cynical about Tim Scott individually. I am maybe suggesting that the rhetoric of can't we all get along and the quotes you made about, from my speech in 2004 about there's a United States of America, that has to be undergirded with an honest accounting of our past and our present. And so if a Republican who may even be sincere in saying, I want us all to live together, doesn't have a plan for how do we address crippling generational poverty that is a consequence of hundreds of years of racism in the society, and we need to do something about that.
By the way, Tim Scott's got opportunity zones, hundreds of billions of dollars to develop working class, impoverished areas using the private sector. So that's more than just an idea. That was a plan that was implemented through tax reform.
Yeah, exactly. If you look at his policies, he actually does want us all to live together. He's not just saying that. Barack Obama said someone who might be sincere, he might be someone who's sincere in saying that. No, he is sincere. That's what he believes. That's what he does.
Well, Tim Scott fired back last night with Mark Levin on the radio.
Oh, man, this is really going to juice Tim Scott. Folks, Tim Scott's on the come up, folks. This is going to definitely fucking improve his chances of getting at least 2%, okay? By the end of this race, if he's still around. Hell yes, dude. Republicans are valuable as far as who their enemies are, okay? I don't even know. Fox News must have had literally nothing to talk about this morning. And what I mean by that is like they just don't want to talk about the Trump arraignment and stuff. So like they're just desperate for content. So isn't he at 4%? Listen, bitch, I said by the end of this situation, okay? They're just very desperately trying to cut content that isn't about the arraignment and the obvious, which is, of course,
I did everything right and they indicted me.
So they're looking for anything and everything they can. They're like, ooh, a lot of drama coming out of Iowa right now as Tim Scott has decided to fire back at Barack Obama. Let's hear what he had to say, dude. Let's hear the scathing response.
On the radio.
He missed a softball moving at slow speed with a big bat. You can't miss this opportunity. And I will tell you, the one thing the far left does not want a black person to be in this country is a conservative. It is
Dude, he fucking did it, dude. He did it. He did the thing. He's so sick. He's so nice with it. Damn, dude. My boy Tim popping off, brother. God damn, he's so good. Dude, the momentum is real, okay? It is so fucking real. He is so popping. Holy sheesh, okay? Sheesh.
possible for America to come together, but not because of the color of our skin, but because of the consistency of our value system.
So there you've got the former president talking about a Republican. Earlier, and we talked about how we had the Miami mayor on about an hour and 15 minutes ago. Here he is talking about ultimately what he wants is he doesn't want anybody to be anybody's vice president. He wants to be at the top of the ticket. And would he support Donald Trump? He didn't in 2016 or 2020. What about now? Watch.
They confuse is the fact that I didn't vote for the former president with thinking that I voted for Hillary Clinton. I did not vote for Hillary Clinton. I wrote in Marco Rubio in 2016, and I wrote in Mike Pence in 2020. So I know that a lot of my detractors, and everybody has haters and detractors and obviously critics, are trying to spin false narratives on me that I didn't vote, that I voted for Hillary Clinton or that I voted for Joe Biden. Right. None of that happened. So that's just a false narrative.
He's very comfortable on the sun, very comfortable in front of people. He's been very impressive, I understand, in those early states. I know Kellyanne Conway's really impressed with his skill set and has been even maybe formally, maybe informally advising him. I'm not sure. But he looks at her as somewhat of a mentor-type relationship. And just on the Tim Scott situation, like The View, that's a gift. If you want to stand out in the crowd, have The View talk about you. Then you respond. Then the whole country's talking. Barack Obama at a podcast looked at that and said, yeah, I got a problem with Tim Scott. And here's my problem. Making everybody run to Tim Scott and say, what are you going to say about that? Yesterday, he was with Condoleezza Rice out on the West Coast. So this is what you need. If you're a candidate, and I remember Ben Carson saying, please attack me when he was on stage, because he wants to be controversial because it brings...
Dude, I swear to God, my man literally is so far off the fucking Trump train. Brian Kilmeade is literally like, please, anyone and everyone that is not Trump. He's so far off the fucking Trump train that he's glazing up Timothy, dude. Get the fuck, while also simultaneously talking about Ben Carson, another example of a profoundly successful Republican runner-up there. Holy fuck, he's just like, please kill me, is what he's saying. He's saying, please, I'm on my knees. Brian Kilmeade is my name. Please, anyone but Donald Trump. I'm exaggerating, but it is pretty obvious to me, since he did that fucking Ron DeSantis interview, that, you know, since he threw that baseball back and forth with little Rhonda, he's just been popping on this, okay?
More attention. So that could help him if Tim Scott walks through the opening, and it seems like he is with Mark Levin last night.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
There's definitely conflict between Steve Doocy and Brian Kilmeade.
Hey everyone, Enter here. Hope you've enjoyed this edit. Don't forget to drop us a like and subscribe. And do leave a Kaya love in the comment section down below if you reach this point of the video. If you'd like to see more content like this, how about looking at this video over here?